So yesterday, Goodluck Jonathan underwent screening in PDP led by Turaki and was cleared as the sole candidate of PDP for 2027 election. Let's look at how different newspapers in Nigeria published it. The Cable newspaper. Turaki led PDP to screen Jonathan as sole presidential aspirant on Tuesday. The Vanguard put it this way: 2027 PDP clears Jonathan as sole presidential candidate. The Punch. Turaki-led PDP faction grants Jonathan waiver, clears him for presidential race. Let's look at the video where Jonathan was screened and cleared by the party as the sole presidential candidate for PDP in 2027 election. But before we do that, Peter Obi also underwent NDC presidential screening yesterday and was cleared to be the NDC presidential candidate. Let's watch how Jonathan was screened yesterday and was cleared to be the PDP sole candidate for presidential election in 2027.
As you know, the party had already given our presidential aspirant the waiver. Like I said in the beginning, that he was deputy governor, became vice president, became president, so we didn't see anything that needed cleaning. And therefore, the party had given him waiver to come and start following. In other words, he has been cleared and cleared as the candidate of the PDP for the presidential election, and that is President Jonathan.
Let's take a look at the next video, how Peter Obi was screened and cleared as sole presidential aspirant in NDC.
This is to satisfy that following the screening of the presidential aspirant of the Nigerian Democratic Congress, NDC, His Excellency Peter Obi, and being satisfied that he has complied with all the requirements of the Constitution of the party and all provisions of the Electoral Act and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, dealing with eligibility to contest presidential election, and given the satisfactory answers given by him to all the questions from members of the National Screening Committee, is hereby cleared to contest in the presidential primaries of the party for the 2027 presidential election on the date to be announced by the party. Congratulations.
Now, one we ask, what is Jonathan looking for coming back to contest? He said in 2015 that the blood of innocent Nigerians is bigger than his personal ambition. Why is Jonathan coming back to mess himself up, knowing fully well that he's not going to win the election? I can't believe that Jonathan will stoop too low and come back to contest for presidential election in Nigeria because of his selfish interest. Somebody that lost the election to Buhari, handing over power to him to punish Nigerians. Insecurity, hardship we are suffering today was caused by Jonathan. Because if Jonathan did not contest that election, if he had stepped down for another candidate under PDP to contest, Buhari wouldn't have won that election to punish Nigeria, which brought about what this administration is doing to Nigeria today. He knew that he was going to let go of the power. He would have stepped down for another northern candidate, either from the middle belt, to contest, and that person would have won. Now he's coming back to mess himself up. He thought he is going to win. He could not win his second tenure when he contested with only Buhari. Now the presidential election is highly competitive. He's coming back to do what? To mess himself up, to disgrace himself. I know their sole aim is to split Peter Obi's vote, nothing else. Jonathan has taken bribe from powerful politicians to rubbish his name. I don't know who is advising the man. Why didn't he come out and contest when Tinubu contested for the first term, or even during Buhari's second term? The man is too envious and jealous of Peter Obi. If not, why did he sit down waiting through all the periods? He found out that Peter Obi has gained all the influence. He now came out to split his vote. We know how Peter Obi supported the man during his time. Peter Obi supported him. He did campaigns for him. Even he went to South convincing his people. Because when Jonathan was contesting, his people didn't even trust him. They wanted to vote for Northern candidate. Peter Obi went to their region to convince them to vote for their brother. Peter Obi made sure that Jonathan won 100% vote in Southeast. Now, look at how he's paying him back. The man is so selfish. Jonathan is too selfish. The major issue is that Jonathan is not contesting to win. He's just coming out to split Peter Obi's vote because he has seen that Peter Obi has become so popular and influential in politics. He now came out. Why didn't he come out to contest during Buhari's second term, since he lost in his first term when he contested against him? That period passed. He did not contest when Tinubu contested first term. He just sat down and saw how Peter Obi gathered votes. He saw how Peter Obi was voted massively. He now came out to contest in 2027 to split his vote. I don't know who is advising him. The man is too selfish, man. Someone that once said that his personal ambition cannot override national interest when he was in power. That the blood of innocent Nigerians is bigger than his personal ambition. Now, what is he doing now? In fact, Jonathan, go and rest. Don't try to come out to mess yourself up. Your own time has passed.